Okay, at this time we have linebacker Ben Cutter. Questions for Ben, Greg?
So Ben, the off week for you, what was most important? I mean, obviously you practiced, tried to learn, but rest and rehab, what was key for you during this off week?
Yeah, rest, get my body back, and just getting back to the basics of the fundamentals of our defense, easy fits, stuff that, we shouldn't be missing, stuff that we kind of lost track of as the season went on, just simple stuff that we were doing back in fall camp.
What were some of the things that you think you guys were missing in this last 3-4 games?
I think just getting clouded in run fits, different formations that come out change the way that we fit stuff, and I think just getting back to knowing 3x1 fit here, 2x2 fit here, this kind of it's simple stuff like that kind of got lost.
West Virginia to beat UCF on Saturday, what has to happen?
I think we just got to come together as a team and really believe that we can do it, We got this offseason, I think, or not the offseason, but the bye week. I think we got some more confidence going into these games and just come together and have a full team win,
So Coach Rodriguez talked about that he challenged the staff during the bye week to see if they've done everything they possibly can do out of within their control to win this year. Coach Alley talked about taking that, moving it to the staff, giving them the challenge of working on different things. Have you noticed any of that? Was there anything, what's been kind of the tone of working with the staff, etc., these past couple of weeks? What are you guys doing beyond just motivating yourself?
Yeah, I mean, we did different drills in practice. One of the biggest things for the defense that we needed to work on was tackling. So we had some of the scout guys come over, and usually if you're doing a tackling drill in an individual period, you'll just tackle other linebackers, and linebackers aren't as shifty as a true running back or a receiver or something like that. So we had the receivers come over. We got in our pass drops and then worked on making real scenario open field tackles and stuff like that because I can't remember exactly what the stat was, but it was we were one of the better teams in the country of contact, before yards, and then contact, yards after contact, we were one of the last in the country. So a big thing for us was just getting people on the ground, and we, worked that live in practice a lot last week and the week before that too.
And your adjustment to this defense with the new staff and everything, you're one of the few holdovers seemingly.
Yeah.
So was it hard to adjust to the scheme? Was that difficult? Was it hard to adjust to a new staff?
I wouldn't say hard. It was definitely more demanding though, just because the scheme is more complex than anything that I've ever been in before. With the last staff, it was a lot more simple, but I feel like we have more strategies in attacking people now. So it's definitely worth, the time that I spent learning it. So not hard, but just different.
When you have one to work on like that, obviously that can affect your speed of play, your reaction. Can that also trickle all the way down to tackling to, forgetting or missing one fundamental that's the difference between getting the stop or not?
Yeah, I think so. I think that if you don't know exactly what you're doing out there, then you kind of get confused and start to play slower, and that can, affect something as simple as just making a tackle, something that you'd usually make. But that's where it comes in, studying and knowing your stuff and making sure that you're confident and you go make those plays whenever they come to you. But it's nothing too complex to the point where we're out there they have no idea what's going on or anything. It's just studying and making sure everybody's on the same page.
And that tackling drill you talked about?
Yeah.
Tackling's not fun in the season, I'm guessing, in practice, but does that make it a little bit more exciting, a little bit more inviting?
The tackling during the practice.
Something different, and you're not crashing into linebackers who maybe aren't going to get the best look, right?
It's definitely nice not hitting another guy that's 230 pounds, too. That doesn't really make a move. You just run straight into each other. But, yeah, it does make practice more interesting, getting some live reps and in the sense of tackling the offensive players. So getting a little amped up for practice, starting with that was a good thing.
How important was this UCF game just in regards to stringing up some momentum to start the second half of the season from a defensive perspective?
Yeah, it's huge. It's huge. We got to have a good game. we worked on a lot of stuff this bye week, and this next half of the season has to be better and different than the first half was, and I think we can do that.
Okay, anything else? All right, thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.